Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? So it's time for another late night Dokkan session. You know how it is. So looks like there are some information thanks to Dalago4. Of course, the website that he runs or she runs, who the hell knows what the gender is. But point being, the individual does post a lot of useful information when it comes to leaks and information that's relatively new. So with that being said, definitely appreciate the updated information. Let's just scroll down and talk about the EZAs for the two new units, basically the free-to-play units, the strength type Kaioken Goku and the tech Lord Slug unit. Honestly, this really did kind of come out of nowhere because the events and units themselves are pretty much forgotten at this point. I don't think anybody necessarily runs these units on any sort of particular team. So I haven't taken a look. This is the first time seeing the skill sets and reading through it. So hopefully it's significant enough of a EZA where it does have some sort of impact. So let's start off with the Goku unit. Looks like for the leader skill, it does improve to Pure Saiyans category Ki plus 3 HP attack and defense increased by 77%. And then also strength type get Ki plus 3 HP attack and defense increase of 50%. Looks like for the super attack, it does greatly raise attack and causes supreme damage. So it did improve from extreme to supreme damage. I think in combination with the ability to greatly raise attack, that should have a pretty substantial difference between extreme and supreme. So hopefully that is the case. Now in terms of the passive skill, it's an attack increase of 40%, and if HP is less, if HP is 70% or less, Ki plus 3 additional attack and defense increase of 50%. That's what it previously was. With the EZA, attack and defense increase of 77%. And if HP is 77% or below, Ki plus 3, additional attack and defense increase of 77%. And if you have a Piccolo unit on the team, attack increase of 33% and high chance to activate critical. So that is a hell of a boost. I think, in combination, greatly raise attack plus a supreme damage multiplier, attack increases 77%, as well as defense. And then as long as you get 77% or less in HP, which is 7% might make a pretty good difference. With that criteria fulfilled, you're getting additional key boost, additional attack and defense increase 77%. If you have Piccolo on the team, another attack increase of 33% and high chance to activate critical. So that's actually pretty good, a lot more significant than I actually did imagine it being. Category wise, just to list it out, Pure Saiyans, Full Power, Movie Heroes, Goku's Family, and Last Resort. I think with these updates, you might find yourself being able to include this guy on a team. It might not be your starting 11 or whatever the case is, but at the end of the day, I think it's a pretty good EZA overall. The best part being it's a free-to-play unit as well. Okay, let's move on to the Lord Slug unit. So it is a tech type, first of all. Category lead is Namekian category Ki plus 3 HP attack and defense increase to 77%. And also tech types get Ki plus 3 HP attack and defense increase of 50%. In terms of the super attack, causes supreme damage, lowers defense and medium chance to stun the enemy. So it might actually, I don't know, I'm kind of throwing this out there, but it could be potentially a decent unit to test out on the Battle Road or Extreme Super Battle Road setting, especially considering lowers defense and also medium chance to stun. But let's take a look at the passive skill though. Passive skills Ki plus 3 attack and defense increase 100%, and the greater the HP levels, additional attack and defense increase max of 30%. And if there are 2 or more enemies, additional attack and defense increase of 30%. And if HP is 30% or less, HP recovery at 30%. Now, that HP recovery at 30% is not restricted to just one time. Whenever HP falls below that, you will recover that HP. It's funny because they didn't really change that portion with that. you know, they improved the attack and defense base of you know, 70% to 100%, and key from key +1 to 3. They did add additional, basically, criteria. Hold on a second. Yeah, basically the only thing they added here is the greater the HP level, you know, max of 30% boost toward attack and defense. Looks like the attack and defense based on, you know, 2 or more enemies is still intact as well. So, you know, pretty solid, I think, in my opinion. It would definitely be worthwhile to check this out on the Battle Road setting. I'm quite curious. You know, I'd have to take, you know, we can actually take a look here in a second, which we'll do. In terms of categories, Movie Boss, Namekians, Dragon Ball Seekers, and Conquest of Terra, as well as the, I guess they call it the Inhuman Deeds, or whatever the hell it is, with the official global version of the category. But let's take a look at the actual unit. I think you can pull it up here. So in terms of the links, where's it at? Here we go. So Namekians, Nightmare, Transformation Type, I think it's called, Conquest of Terror, or Thirst for Conquest, Big Bad Bosses, Majin, I think that one is, and Shattering the Limit. So I think the link set is okay for a couple of these categories. Thirst for Conquest definitely does help. Shattering the Limit, potentially, depending on what type of units you run. Nightmare as well. Transformation Type obviously can work well in the Conquest of Terror / Transformation Boost category. So yeah, I might end up testing this guy on the Extreme Super Battle Road setting and see how that works out. I think they also had, like, basically the best link units. So of course the physical type summonable Lord Slug is obviously one of the best compatibility partners, but the agility World Tournament Final Form Cooler, LR Baby, looks like the Tech Turles, Demon King Piccolo Tech type, the Super Baby 1, which is a free-to-play unit, Metal Rildo, let's see, a couple of other units like the LR Demon King Piccolo as well. The category lead for Transforming Cooler. So there's definitely a couple of options where you do get some sort of boost, and I don't see too much on key boosting. Like LR Demon King Piccolo would definitely be a nice one to include, especially for the Extreme Tech team on Super Battle Road, whichever way, the normal ones or the Extreme Super Battle Road. So I think I'll leave it at that. I don't want to get too technical, but did definitely want to take a look at how the compatibility will work with some of the units, and you know, see how the unit overall would perform. So, you know, at the end of the day, I think I think the 2 new units, not necessarily new, but the 2 new EZAs are definitely pretty nice in my opinion. I think they do add some beneficial value in terms of, you know, option versatility or diversity. I think, you know, they're not going to be priority units by any means, but the fact that they're free to play and you could easily farm them, I think in itself is a benefit. So I would definitely, you know, at least farm them up and, you know, unlock the nose if you haven't, and you know, raise their you know, super attack levels to 15, and, you know, go from there. So with that being said, I know it's based on just 2 units with the EZAs coming up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the information, and as always, thanks for checking out the video. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.